All right, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's flow of the day. I really don't know where this is going to go just yet, but we're going to start on our backs in Shavasana. So if you want to make your way onto your mat, lay back, shut the eyes down, focus on your breath, maybe set an intention here for your practice. I actually just received my beautiful Mattify set today, so I'm just gonna zoom in there and show you what got delivered today. So minus the bolster. The bolster is actually from Ajna, but they sent me this awesome towel, water bottle, this beautiful yoga mat that I can't wait to try out today, and which also came with a strap, and then also a set of these really awesome booty bands here. So I'll be introducing each of those things into different workouts and things today. I'm just going to set you back over here so we can get started. So like I said, feel free to make your way into your Shavasana and just start focusing on your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, slowing the heart rate down, coming to that nice restful state. I like using a bolster for Shavasana. Just helps to take some of the pressure off my lower back. I do have some mobility issues, so always take into consideration those things that make your body feel better. And if it means just propping up your knees just a little bit to take the pressure off, do it. You don't have to use a bolster here. You can use cushions, you can use rolled up blankets. My dog would probably let me use him if I had him over here. He doesn't mind. Just breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just letting it all go. Inhaling, remembering your intention. And then exhaling all those stresses and anxieties that may have followed you down to your mat. Check those at the door. And we're going to breathe in for 6. Holding. And exhale for 6. Try that again. Inhale for 6. Holding at the top. And exhale for 6. And inhale. And exhale. Just feeling that rise and fall of the chest and belly as you breathe in and out. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, reaching the arms up overhead and extending the feet outward, reaching tall, and exhale, releasing. And inhale, stretching it out, reaching as tall as you can. Extending the fingertips and feet to both sides of the room. And release. And inhale, reach one more time. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Taller than before. And release. On your next inhale, bring the feet in toward the chest, or the knees in toward the chest. And just hug it out. Rock it back and forth. Massaging out the lower back onto the mat. Extending the left leg out to hover. Pulling that right knee in toward the belly, chest. And switch. So that right foot to hover. I feel like I have a spotlight right over my face with a spotlight here. And switch. Keep breathing here. And switch. I'm going to lift the shoulder blades up off the mat. And we're just going to go a little bit quicker here. Switch. Switch. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And right. I like to just catch my knee in my hands here. Left and right. Left and right. And then hug the knees into the chest. Release into the mat. Your next inhale, sending both feet up toward the ceiling. Flexing the feet at the top. I'm just going to lower the right foot down. You can place your hands down alongside the body. If you have back issues like I do, I find it more comfortable to slip the thumbs and hands just underneath the tailbone to support it. Just gives it a little extra support so you don't have any back pain or any aches there. Left leg down and right leg down. Left leg down and right leg super slow, lowering down. So hover, bring the left leg down to meet, super, super, super slow. And then just hover there at the bottom. And bring both feet back up, slowly toward the sky. Lowering both feet down at the same time. And hover. Point the toes if you like. Just alternating right over left, left over right. And when you're ready, hug the knees in toward the chest and rock it out. And plant the heels down on the floor. All the feet down, the whole foot, not just the heels. You're going to draw the heels in towards the bum. You should be able to feel your heels with your fingertips here. I'm actually going to use one of my bands. If you have booty bands, they're a great way to remember to squeeze those knees together and bridge. Alternatively, you can use a block as well. You can place the block between your knees and squeeze that block as you lift. So we're going to go from here. We're going to lift the hips up off the floor and lower down. Pressing through the heels, lift the hips. Squeezing at the top and hold it here. Maybe interlocking the fingers and rolling those shoulders underneath the back. Pressing the hips just a little bit further up toward the ceiling. A little bit higher. Squeezing those glutes up at the top. And releasing the fingers, unrolling the shoulders, lowering down. Readjusting the feet if you need to. Lifting the hips back up towards the ceiling. Again, interlocking the fingers if you like. And rolling the shoulders underneath the back. And sending those hips just a little bit higher. Holding it here. Release the fingers, unroll the shoulders, and we're just going to pulse here for a moment. So coming halfway down and sending them back up to the top. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And hold. Remembering always to press through the heels and not through your toes. Want to protect those knees. And lower down and release. And release the booty band if you've got it, or the blocks. And just set that aside. We're going to keep those feet where they were. Send one leg up toward the ceiling. I'm using my right. I'm going to lift with that left foot. Setting the hips up and lower down. And up, lower down, up, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and one more, and lower down, and switch it up. Place the right foot down, left foot goes up, heel toward the ceiling, and press through that right heel, up, and up, down, up, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, up, down. Last one, press up and lower down. Releasing the feet, pulling the knees in toward the chest and rocking it out. From here, I'm going to just start rocking the body up and down, massaging out the rest of the back here a couple of times. And when you're ready, coming up into a boat. We're really pushing the abs today. Apparently this is what my body wants to do. All right, and when you're ready, extending one leg out and back in. The left foot and in. Right and in. Left, in, right, in, left, in, right, in, left, in, right, in, and left. Bring it in. We're going to extend all the way out to a hover and come back up. And extend and up. Extend and up and extend. Hold super strong here, and then lower all the way down. Again, rolling the feet in, our knees in toward the chest, rock it out, and come up to a seated position. I'm just going to turn here so I can see you. So you can sit cross-legged here, you can sit in lotus if it's comfortable. Sit on a block if you're uncomfortable here. Take the pressure off your back. We're just going to do some seated stretches here to help start warming up the rest of the body here, the shoulders and such. So from here, we're just going to start with lowering the left ear toward the left shoulder. You can use your hand, left hand, to gently pull the head toward the left shoulder. You're not using a lot of force here. And rolling the chin down toward the chest. And then out toward the left shoulder. Gently pulling that head toward the right shoulder. Again, not too much force here. And rolling it back down to center. One more time on the left. And rolling down, chin to chest. And to the right. And releasing back to center. Good. From here, you're going to place your left hand down on the mat beside you. The right hand comes up overhead, and as you gently stretch toward the left side, you can drop the left elbow to the floor if it's accessible. You can shift your gaze to your right hand, or straight ahead, or down at your mat, whatever's comfortable. And bringing the right hand down, dropping it down to your right side. The left hand comes up overhead as you slowly stretch over to the right. Lowering that right elbow down if it's accessible, but only if you can keep both butt cheeks on the floor. You don't want that left hip popping up. Shifting your gaze to your left hand, or straight ahead, or down at your mat, whatever feels good. And coming back to center. You can either now extend your left foot forward or keep it bent. Bringing the right foot over the left leg, left knee. It should be on the outside of that left quad there. You're going to bring your right hand back behind you for support. The left elbow hooks onto the outside of the right knee. And you press and twist to the right. If you kept your legs straight, it should just look something like this, if the bent knee isn't accessible. Now coming forward, if you have your knees bent, you can try this fun little transition. So you're just going to stand up and twist around on those feet, bringing that right foot down, and then that left foot is magically on the outside of that right leg already. If you need to just adjust on the floor, you can do that too. Bringing the left hand down behind you, the right elbow hooks on the outside of the left knee, and you gently twist to the left. Remembering to breathe here. And releasing your twist. You're going to swing both legs around behind you now into our tabletop. Just adjust the waistband. From tabletop, we're going to start some cat-cow stretches. So as you inhale, you're sending the belly button down arching the back, lifting the chest for cow. And as you exhale, rounding the back out, pulling that belly button in toward the spine, tucking the tailbone under for cat. Now moving in your own breath here, you're going to exhale to cow, or inhale for cow, sorry, and exhale for cat. And inhale, and exhale. Feel free to move in your own breath here. Feel free to move it around now. You can do body rolls here. And just massaging those shoulders nice and gently. Circling from the left. And switching it up and circling to the right. And coming back to center. I'm going to take that left hand, send it up underneath the right arm, lowering that shoulder down to the mat for thread the needle. You can bind that right hand around your left thigh if you like, if it's accessible. Or you can just leave it on the small of your back. Just helps with a nice shoulder opening, chest opening, heart opening. Place that right hand down, taking that left hand up, grabbing onto that left ankle. You're going to send the right leg out slightly to the right, and just grab that and arch. It's kind of like a sideways dancer pose. I don't know what you would call this. Like a tabletop dancer. I don't know, maybe table dancer? Releasing, pulling the knee back down to your mat, dropping that left hand down, realigning that right leg inward toward the back of your mat, taking that right hand in and under for thread the needle on the right side. Finding that left hand if it's accessible, or just leaving it here on the small of your back. Bring that left hand back down to the mat, pressing up, taking that right hand and turning that left foot out, grab that right ankle, and just opening up the heart to the right. Dropping the right knee back down, planting the right hand. We're going to uncurl the toes and send the hips up for our first downward facing dog. From here you can just pedal those feet out, alternating side to side. I'm loving how grippy this new mat is, by the way. I haven't slipped once. Dog hair already. Can't avoid that in my house. Alright. We're just going to walk it forward, bringing the feet between the hands at the front of your mat. And just hanging here for a moment, taking in a few short breaths. Just letting that body hang, bending the knees, bringing the belly down to the thighs. And when you're ready, inhaling, bringing those hands up overhead, and exhaling down. Put our hands at heart center. And lower the hands down to the side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop, step back to the back of your mat. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra, probably baby cobra to start. I usually just go straight into upward dog. And then pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walking to the back, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hopper step to the front of your mat. And exhale, lowering down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hopper step to the back of your mat and lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Hopper step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sending it back for chaturanga. And just hold here in your chaturanga. And press up. And lower down. And press up. And lower it down. And press up. Lower it down. Press up. And lower it down. Pressing up. And lowering down. And holding here. Good. Drop the knees. Lifting into upward facing dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Pedaling out the feet here. Catching your breath. Lifting that left foot up. Opening up to your three-legged dog. maybe dropping down for wild things. And dropping that left hand back down, setting that left foot up, bringing the left knee to the left elbow, and sending it back. Left knee, left elbow, and send it back. Knee to elbow, sending it back. Knee to left wrist, sending it back. Left knee to the right wrist, sending it back. Left knee to the right elbow, and back. Left knee, left elbow, lower it down, left wrist. Send it across, right wrist, up, right elbow, back, left elbow, and sending it back. Good, one more time. Left elbow, right wrist, or left wrist, right elbow, left elbow, and back. Good. From here, we're going to step that left foot between the hands. Drop that right knee down. And reaching up for your low lunge. Just opening up that heart just a little. Leaning back maybe just a little bit further. Bringing it forward, swinging the arms back, lifting that knee up off the ground. Your runner's lunge. Bringing the arms back up overhead. We're just going to pulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Drop that back heel down, 45-degree angle for your warrior one. And opening up, turning that left foot out, or right foot out, sorry, for a 90-degree for warrior two. Arms straight out to the sides, looking over your left fingertips. Drop that right hand down, left or your right thigh, reaching up overhead for your reverse warrior. And reaching back forward, warrior two. You're going to spring it forward, challenging your balance. Your warrior three. Dropping that right foot back down. We'll lower that knee down to your mat. Straightening out that front leg. And sending it back, the hips back for your half split. Walk the hands out toward the side. Bringing your left shoulder down to your left knee. Keeping that left hamstring engaged. Flex those toes. Protecting your knee, protecting your hips, and preventing that yoga butt injury. Bending that left knee, leaning it forward, coming into your lizard. Your hand should be down on the mat, on the inside of your left foot. If it's in your practice, you can drop down to your elbows. Another option here to intensify the stretch is to use a block under your left foot. So if you want to place the block down to increase the stretch, left foot comes up onto the block, and then drop down to your elbows if you can. Only if you're here. This is an advanced stretch, so if you're a beginner or new to this, you can stick with just the hands down or elbows down. And coming back to the palms. If you're on a block, putting that block aside. Sending that right or left foot back to meet the right. And pressing back to downward facing dog. An optional flow here. Coming forward to high plank. Lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that right foot up toward the sky. Opening up that right hip for three-legged dog. Just hanging out here for a moment. And if you like, you can drop it down for your wild thing. Placing that right hand back down on the mat. Send that right foot back up to the sky. Bending in the knee. Right knee to right elbow. Sending it back. Knee to elbow. Send it back. Knee to elbow. And back. Knee to elbow. And back. Right knee, right wrist. And back. Right knee, left wrist, and back, right knee, left elbow, and back, right knee, right elbow, down to right wrist, left wrist, right elbow, or left elbow, sorry, right elbow, and back. Good. One more time. Elbow, wrist, left elbow, right elbow, and back. We're going to do it one more time. Highlight. Right elbow. Left right wrist, left elbow, right elbow, and back. Good. Sending the hip or foot in between the hands, dropping that left knee down, reaching up overhead, and then opening up the heart, bending backwards. Maybe bending just a little bit further. Bringing the hands forward, lifting that back knee, and coming into a runner's lunge. Sending the arms along the sides of the body. Hands come back up overhead. You drop that left knee down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Drop that left heel down, 45-degree angle for your warrior one. Your hips should be facing the front of your mat. Squared up. Drop that the left foot back now, 45 or 90-degree angle. Sending the hips open to the left side. Arms come out, front of and behind the body. Looking over those right fingertips. For your warrior two. Left hand comes down, left thigh. Right hand reaches up overhead for your reverse warrior. Going back, warrior two. And springing forward, finding your balance in your warrior three. Dropping that left foot down in your knee, sending the hips back, opening up the half split. Walk the hands outward, shoulder down to your right knee. Making sure you got those back foot flexed and activating those hamstring muscles. You don't want to pull there. It takes a long time to heal and it's quite painful. And walking the hands back toward the front of your mat. Hands down on the inside of the right foot for your lizard pose. If it's accessible, you can come down to your elbows. If you need more of a stretch, you can use your block to elevate your foot and then walk it down, opening up that right hip for lizard. Dudley's joined us today. He's just behaving himself over there on the side. He doesn't feel like interrupting the practice today. Oh, Pebbles is down here too. And they're both behaving for a change. It's usually a WrestleMania when they're both down. For anybody who knows what WrestleMania still is. Is that still a thing? I don't know. Back up to the hands, bring that block aside, uncurl that left toes, and send the right foot back to meet the right, pressing back and downward facing dog. Here, I'm going to raise that left foot, and bring the left knee down to your mat, straighten that straighten that leg down as parallel to the top of your mat as you can, if it's in your flexibility, making sure to flex that left foot as you come forward into your resting pigeon. Here comes my bear. My big girl. Oh, I got both. Means WrestleMania is about to start probably because they're jealous. Hey. No. 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 Hey. Stop. No. When it's started. Just stay here in your pigeon for just a moment while I in front of my wrestle dogs. Come upstairs. Come on. Go. Go upstairs. You're okay. No, you're not. Alright. Sorry about that. They were here. So when you're from your pigeon here, I'm going to bring that left foot in toward the body now. Coming up from your sleeping pigeon. So that left foot comes in toward the pelvis. And you grab that right foot if you can. And pull that in toward the body. Open up that right quad and the right hip flexors. It's a great stretch for people who sit at their desk a lot like I do. I get tight hip flexors. and it causes a lot of pain and soreness in there. So if you can loosen that up and make it more flexible, the better off it is. Anybody working on your mermaid, this is also a great way to increase that flexibility as well. Releasing that right foot. Sending the left foot back to meet the right. Forcing back to down and facing dog. Sending that right foot up. And bringing the right knee down to the right wrist. Bring that shin parallel as parallel to the front of your mat as you can. And then coming forward, lower it down into your resting position. Keeping that right foot flexed, protecting the knee joint. Bring that right foot in toward the pelvis here. And then you're going to grab that left foot and then bring that in toward the body. Also hook the foot with your elbow. That's easier. Or more accessible. You can use a strap. This is difficult. Releasing that left foot. Bringing the knees forward. We'll go into our hero pose. So you're going to bring those feet just outside the hips. And if this is as far as you can go, that's great. This is your hero pose. Your next level would be the, you can come down to your elbows and stay here. Or for the full variation, you can drop all the way down to the mat, bringing the hands up over the head for your resting hero. If you want to use a bolster here under your back, you're more than welcome to, or cushions. It's comfortable as well. Demonstrate that. So if you're using a bolster or cushions, we're just going to bring that bolster behind the back, and as you lower down, it just comes up underneath the mid-back and shoulder blades. You can just rest it there. You can bring the hands down. If you have shoulder pain, you can bring the hands down alongside the body. Shouldn't feel any pressure in the knees here. You far, then just come forward into a more easier variation. Placing the elbows down, and then walking the hands up. Releasing the pose. Swing the feet out from underneath you. Sending your bolsters aside, cushions, whatever you've got there, blocks. Just going to roll out onto your back. Hug those knees into the chest. Rolling side to side. Massage out that lower back there. And when you're ready, placing your heels down onto your mat. Just start windshield wipering those knees side to side. And then just drop them down to the right side. You can use your hand to gently pull the left leg down to the mat. And looking over your left shoulder towards your right fingertips. Nice gentle stretch here. Bring the knees back to center. And gently lowering them down to the left. And looking over your right shoulder towards your right fingertips. Bring the knees back to center. Pulling the knees in toward the armpits, grabbing the feet off on the outside. And just rock it out here in Happy Baby. And then when you're ready, just lowering the feet down. And making your way into your final Shavasana. Setting the feet and arms wide to the edges of your mat. Taking note of your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Remembering the intention you set for your practice today. I want to thank you for joining me on your mat today, for sharing your energy and allowing me to guide you in your practice. I hope to see you again next week. And if you're interested in the weights and body weight workouts, I will see you on Monday. I appreciate everybody who comes in and checks in live or follows along throughout the week in your own time. I'm honored to share my practice with you. I invite you to come back every week to share your practice with me. Namaste. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I will end the video shortly, but you're more than welcome to hold your Shavasana and stay here as long as you need to.